Dubai is one of the best places in the world to run a business. Low taxes, international connections, incredible opportunities. But if you don't set yourself up correctly, you'll waste time and you'll waste money. I've been running my UK business from Dubai since January of 2025, and in this video, I'm going to give you some tips that I've learned, but also some productivity hacks that have helped me manage the time difference between the UK and Dubai. So first things first, you've got to register a business here in the UAE. And that process can be as easy or as difficult as you make it, depending on the route that you go down. Now, you can do it on your own. I've got a couple of people in my Telegram group who have done it on their own. And I think the difficulty that they faced, or at least expressed in conversations with me, is that they found it very, very long-winded because there is a translation between English and Arabic. And it's not uncommon for things to go missing in translation. It actually happens quite a lot. And when you think about the fact that you're making a big move and a lot of the detail is in the fine print, you need to really understand the fine print. Now, when you think about setting up a business here, you're going to have two choices. Do you set up in a free zone or do you set up as a mainland company? Do you need a mainland license? Now, mainland licenses are generally people who may want to work in government sectors and get contracts from the government. You need a mainland license for that. But for most people, a free zone is going to suffice. But even with a free zone, you need to pick the right free zone for your business and for your activities. I mean, you could get a very, very cheap free zone in Ras Al Khaimah, for example, but is that the right place for you to register based on what you want to do and how the free zone itself operates? You need help. You need guidance to really understand the nuance behind all of this. And you also need to figure out, if you're doing it on your own as well, how do you then track and stack how and when you need to come into the country to complete your medical, so you can get your residence ID, you can get your residence visa, your Emirates ID, and from there start to do the important stuff around opening bank accounts and getting yourself properly set up. That can be all very, very confusing and labor intensive. So you need to have a team. And I can't recommend enough the guys at GenZone, because they've set up over 800 businesses now for people like myself moving to Dubai to create a life here. And they offer a full front to end service covering everything that I've just discussed. Their customer service reviews are absolutely stellar. Here's a couple from our Telegram group. I'll leave a link to them down below. You can book a no obligation call to see how Kevin and the team can help you set up your business here in Dubai and actually get you on the road to actually creating a new life in this region of the world, which after a year is absolutely amazing. What's the damage? What's the damage?
Damage?
Damage, how much is it?
150.
150. All right, thank you very much, boss.
You using YouTube?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Oh, YouTuber, huh?
Yeah. I've got the camera right there.
Huh?
I've got the camera right here, over my shoulder.
Camera is here?
Yeah, it's right there, look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good, man. Cheers, boss. Thank you, man. So one of the big advantages that I've come to realize about being in Dubai and running my business from here is the fact that there is a time difference. I'm ahead of the UK by quite some time. So in the summer, it's 3 hours ahead, and in the winter, once the British clocks go back, it's 4 hours. Now, my routine, typically, I get up at, say, 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm at my desk at 8 o'clock, typically. And what that means for me is that I have the ability to front load any important client work into the early hours of my day here in Dubai. So by the time I get to 12 o'clock when I'm 3 hours ahead, or 1 o'clock when I'm 4 hours ahead, the UK has only just started, and that leaves me the rest of the afternoon to look at my main channel and the tasks that I need to do there, or any other things that I want to explore whilst here. It's taken a little bit of an adjustment to get used to, but I see that as a huge advantage of running my business from here, being ahead of the UK. Now, on the downside to that, if I have late engagements in the UK, like I often do with coaching calls, that means that I work a little bit later, but I'm trying to streamline my time and my workload to ensure that I don't have too much of that happening on any given week. Now, being ahead of the UK time-wise is also great because as I plan my day, I have the ability to front load my work, like I've already said, and then around midday, if I want to, as the UK is just getting into the office, I can head over to the gym. And that's something that over the past week or two has been very much at the top of my agenda to get back into the routine of, especially in weather like this. I don't know, it's more front of mind. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm heading over to the gym to get a workout in and to spend some time working on my physical self. Now, for me, one of the key things that has really helped me make the adjustment to the time zone and just to the way of life out here, because let's face it, right? We want to be here and we want to be able to enjoy the weather and enjoy the facilities and the lifestyle here. But if you find yourself in a situation where you're working to the UK 9 to 5, you can quickly find yourself in a position where you waste most of your morning and then you're working really, really late. So for me, a work routine has been just a godsend. And with routines, obviously it can be disrupted. And oftentimes there will be things that pop into my diary that disrupt the work routine. But having the routine, that framework, helps me be more productive than I would be otherwise. So as I've already alluded, I get up at 7 a.m. I'm at my desk from 8 a.m. and then I'm pretty much doing a lot of kind of like admin work really up until about 12. Before then I might nip off to the gym. It might be later in the afternoon depending on how the diary moves around, but it allows me to structure my day so that I can take advantage and not be distracted by, you know, the pool downstairs or the weather or places that I want to go. It's very, very easy to be distracted there, and ultimately I want to be able to finish my day when my partner gets back at about 4 or 5 o'clock and not have to do any work. And if you're going to move here with your business, having a routine is going to be crucial, especially if you're servicing clients in the UK. The other thing that I've been doing recently as well is time blocking. Now, you hear a lot about time blocking and how people who are super, super busy are super, super productive because they block out times in their diary to do certain things, and their whole life is run by this system of time blocking. To be honest, I've only just implemented this in, and what it has done for me, it's allowed me to be properly laser focused. You know what it's like sometimes, right? You'll get at your desk, you've got a few windows open, you start doing one thing, and then an email comes in and you focus on that email and you drop the thing that you were working on in the first place, and then all of a sudden you're in a bit of a mess. It happens to me all the time. But the idea behind time blocking is that you use that time for that very specific thing. And so when you look at my diary, for example, what you'll find is that in the morning, I have my admin time from 8 to like 9 o'clock. I do my research for my content on the main channel from 9 to 10. I might have meetings in between on a Tuesday, Thursday, and a Saturday. I'm at the gym. In the afternoon, you'll find that I have also recording time, which will also move depending on what's going on. And that time is dedicated to recording content, editing content, and then in between that, I fit in client meetings and all the other stuff that I do as well. But those are just some of the things that I think are important if you're looking to move to Dubai to run a business. Look, it is a completely different environment. Ultimately, you want to enjoy the lifestyle, and I think you find your own little systems, your own little processes that are going to help you. For me, I'm still on a bit of a journey, but I like where I am right now. I've streamlined a lot of my processes for my main business, which means that I can do things a lot more efficiently. I can get through tasks a lot more efficiently and have the level of output that I need to have in order for the business to be sustainable and for me to be able to obviously elicit more work coming in from clients here and there. But I think you'll find your own system, whatever works for you. But if you are working at the moment in the UK in your business and you're thinking about coming to Dubai, if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comment section down below. I'll try and get around to them and answer them. I want to say thank you to everyone who came to the meetup last Saturday. The turnout was absolutely phenomenal. It was amazing to put the faces to names that I've seen in the group, and just from the feedback that I've had, we're going to try to organize a monthly meetup. If you're in the Telegram group, you're going to get to know what dates those are going to be. But if you haven't joined the Telegram group and you are in Dubai, you're moving to Dubai, it's free. There is a link in the description down below. Join, because we're looking to build a community over here, friendships, because friendships are important in a new country, especially if you just moved, and you can exchange your experiences with people who are on a similar journey to you. But thanks for watching this video. I'm going to crack on with the rest of my day because I've got a few things to finish off today, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers.